What's up, guys? It's Fred. Yo, what's up, guys? It's Fred. Those of you watching on the rerun, we're going to hear a new song today. So thanks for checking this out. And everyone should be getting on soon. I already see the comments coming on. We're going to both Facebook and YouTube. So you can check out The Color Fred Facebook, my personal Facebook, if you can find that. And, of course, The Color Fred YouTube channel is where most of the action is. And thanks for being here today. It's a very special night. We have our July song premiering, and we have a unusual song because it's a reimagining of a song, Don't Give Up on Me, which was the first new song I had put out in 10 years. So we're going to revisit that song this week. And I'm really excited to talk to the guys who made the new version. It's actually Clint, the bass player, Clint Fox, the bass player of Breaking Pangaea. So he's with us tonight. And then Mike Fanuele, who produced two of the Breaking Pangaea records. And I already saw someone say, Eric Coral said, can't wait to hear you talk about two of my favorite records. So any of the Breaking Pangaea fans out there, tonight should be pretty fun. So thanks for being here. What's up, Chris? What's up, Tom, Vinny, Kyle, Lucas? Oh, Dead American's here. Hell yeah. I did enjoy your cover. If you haven't heard it, there's a band called Dead American. I don't know if you guys released it, though. On their Patreon, they did New American Classic. They called it Dead American Classic. And they did an amazing, laid back version of it. Not unlike the version you're going to hear tonight of our thing. So, Eric, thanks for coming. Kurt, Nick, what's up? All right, we got a good crowd on here. I got about 32 people. Let me close my door so my dog doesn't bark. All right. I don't get to use the wheelie chair when I'm playing guitar, but I busted out. So, oh, look at this. Well, let me get, I like this comment right here. I think Will Noon would agree. So, all right, I'm going to bring in Clint first. Clint Fox, my old friend. What's up, boss?
What's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, perfectly. Welcome
Okay, cool.
Welcome to the shed, bro. How are you?
Yeah, I've never been to the shed, at least not virtually like this.
Yeah. You came down once a couple years ago, but we don't. Me and Clint actually do still talk constantly, like once a week. So we're one of my closest friends here, Clint. But we were on the road together 20 years ago, sleeping in vans with Will Noon. Willie Noon, of course, the drummer, Breaking Pangaea, and the funnest dude ever.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah. So
yeah, I still see. So I hit Fred up. I guess a couple years ago. I don't know. When he started doing lessons, and we don't actually do any lessons. We just hang out for the whole time.
Yeah.
But every 2 weeks, I see Fred.
Joe Anderl's here. So Joe is from the early days when we used to play every tour. We'd play 5 shows in Ohio. He wanted to know if you ever got a full-size sleeping bag.
I still don't have a sleeping bag. And I think at my parents' house is that sleeping bag, maybe.
I think it actually might be at my house.
Is it?
Because I was considering well, he has kids now. Maybe I should give it back. But we went on this tour. Here's the story. And Clint and we all got sleeping bags because we knew we were going to be sleeping in the van. It was winter time. It was cold as shit. And he was like, dude, they had ones for like $100, but I found this one. It was like 30. Like, why wouldn't I get this one? And then that night we busted out to sleep in it, and it was a child's sleeping bag.
Yeah, it's like a 7-year-old's sleeping bag. It fits like one leg.
Yeah, it's too small for my kids at this point. I got to pass it on to you. So I'm trying to. Hey, what's up, Jonathan? I'm trying to see if. Well, we got so Clint, you lately have been still doing music. Since Breaking Pangaea, you've had a few bands, and I saw you jamming with my buddy Brody last week. But
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That was a good video.
oh, and Joe says he loves us, so of course we love you, brother. And Mr. Joe Burns in the house
Nice.
tonight. All the classics are coming out. So the uh damn it. Oh, but right now you've been playing a lot of keys because a lot of Color Fred fans know this, but you're a great piano player. I mean, I think you got a nice touch, and you played on the song on Bend to Break. Actually, you played organ on Don't Pretend, but it isn't me. That's you on the piano. So you've been
Yeah,
doing
that was
kind of like,
awesome.
yeah, well,
Awesome experience doing that one.
yeah, we went up to a studio in New York, and it was really, really fun. But you've been playing a lot of synths lately, and it's too bad you're on vacation. I didn't know if you'd have your synths on flanking you on right and left here,
Yeah, I
but
wanted that's what I wanted for the video was like the Hans Zimmer like synth like in the background, but instead I got this beach picture.
that's all right. It's been that kind of summer, man. I'm on my third vacation coming up, so um, yeah. Well, but yeah. So you're playing in a band called Shiny Diamonds, right?
Yeah, so I'm down in Maryland. I'm not in Philly anymore. And then Shiny Diamonds is a couple guys that I knew from growing up around here. And and yeah, and we didn't know what instruments we were going to play. So they were like, well, what do you want to do? And I was like, well, I'd like to try out some of these synths that I've been buying. And yeah, so that's what I do in that band. And then uh,
And
yeah, and then I've just been wanting to do. I hear synths in other people's music, so I always want like, oh, it'd be cool if Fred had some stuff in there.
yeah, no, and that's sort of, I guess, what led to this because the band Shiny Diamonds has been recording with Mike Fanuele, who produced the first two Breaking Pangaea records, "Take Apart the Words" and "Cannon to a Whisper," and that's what, and now that, and we actually have Mike here now, so maybe we'll segue to bring this guy in. Another very old friend of mine. Here's a Mike Fanuele. What's up, Mike?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
What's
Good to see
up?
you.
Good, man. Thanks for coming by. Here, I'm gonna
Thank you for
switch
having me.
over. So Mike produced "Take Apart the Words," the first Breaking Pangaea EP in the year 2000. We wanted to go down and record at Phase because a band we like called Cross My Heart had recorded there, and I don't know if I always wondered if you got stuck doing our thing. They're like, Mike can do this. These newbie guys.
No, actually, I didn't get stuck doing it, but I was very excited once we met up and started working on this stuff. It was, it was a really exciting time, I think, in all of our lives, kind of to be young and making music like that. So
Yeah, it
no, but
was.
I think it was great, and I think we all had fun doing it. I think for where we were, we did a great job.
Yeah, and then like I always looked at like Take Apart the Words. We hurried it pretty well, but then Cannon to a Whisper was like my first major undertaking where we went all out, getting takes and getting
Yeah,
sounds, especially, and
yeah, the whole.
changing bass strings every few hours.
That's funny how those stories come back, because Clint reminded me of like a story about us rolling to my house or something to boil bass strings.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We
Yeah,
had
well, you were
gotten
on like a mission for that. You were like, the bass isn't
Oh.
sounding right. We got to do something. We got to clean these strings.
Meanwhile, by the way, speaking of instruments, so one of my basses is right there, and
yeah.
I don't think I've changed the strings on that thing for probably like 10 years.
Yeah.
So lessons learned.
I don't know what we were doing. Yeah,
I'm sure it
well,
was me.
well, no, he probably changed the strings the first day we got there, and then we got what we consider the perfect sound, and then they were never that bright again,
Oh, right. Yeah, that
and
makes sense.
oh my god, but that was no, but that was a lot of people still like that record. I don't know if you heard. I have a lot of fans that come on here that listen to the Breaking Pangaea records, and um, here's a guy, by the way, Kurt, boiling bass strings, an age old trick I used to do. I was dead ass broke. That's exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I think we bought a second pair, and after that, we're like, we can't keep buying strings.
Yeah, there's a budget. This is not in
10
the budget
songs
at
to
all.
do. We can't spend hundreds of dollars.
That's amazing.
Bobby Jackson says, "What up, Clint?" So, and then of course Joe, shout out. So thanks Joe. So you guys were kind of locked up, quarantine and everything, and was this song the first one that you started working on, music other than Clint's music, like this new? So the new project, by the way, everyone, is called Faders, Fadrs, and I believe your socials are at Faders Music, at Faders Music, right?
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
so you guys have done a few songs now. I think two of them came out, and this will be the third, right?
This is number 3, and yeah, I don't know how. I don't remember how we kind of kicked it off. As
I
far
do.
as the okay, Mike's gonna tell then.
Well, I think Clint, you were kind of messing around with Fred's song, and then you kind of hit me up. You're like, "Hey, what do you think about this? Is this something? What are you thinking?" And then that just kind of naturally started. Well, because we had done the Shiny Diamond stuff together, and we spent the last 2 years, a little bit of time here and there. So that kind of started the process, right? And then my
Yeah,
comments, sending stuff back and forth to Clint, making adjustments, and then we're still kind of figuring
yeah.
out how that works, but that's how it started.
I think Clint just wanted to hang out in your sweet studio as much as he could, and Mike has a studio in, where would you say, what is it? I forget if it's College Park or where, but
It's just over the northeast DC border, just one block over the border of DC in
okay,
Illinois.
yeah, it's called Lava Bed, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah, it's really nice there, and I went up there to track guitar on some Shiny Diamonds song, and I think, was I there once or twice? Once probably, and yeah, so that's the deal. Mike is still producing records, but I know you also, right around the time you were recording Breaking Pangea, you started going out playing live, doing live sound, or even before that, I'm sure, but probably with
Yeah,
Burning
yeah.
Airlines. But
Just so people that know that these guys, when we were doing the Cannon to a Whisper record, right around that time, I got a call, I guess, to go out and mix a tour that had, would have been the biggest tour I did at the time. And I'll never forget, like, you guys, I started naming the artists, and I kind of didn't know them, and you guys were like, go on the tour. If you have to end this early, that's fine, but go. And you guys were right. It was the right move.
yeah, I remember. I think it might have been Saves the Day, and I'm sure Dashboard wound up being on that tour, right?
Yeah,
Dashboard
yeah.
Confessional, and then I got to see Mike for years after that, because he was working with Dashboard for many years, and we would cross paths constantly on tour. And now you do huge bands, which is really cool.
Like the
And
Color Fred.
yeah, like the Color Fred. Yeah, you're doing, but you work for us for free, so no. we can't afford you, Mike. No,
Yeah.
no, no, but a lot of people have trouble doing. Hey, Stephen, thank you. He asked a question here. We got I forget what they call these, but if they donate and their question pops to the top.
Nice.
Had the best talk with Eddie when I flew to it. Flying guitars in the band. Ah, Eddie said I was a nice guy. I never know how Eddie really feels about me. So, but thank you. Nice, very nice to hear that. And Eddie knows Clint also from actually when Pangea used to actually open. Well, at first, Taking Back Sunday would come down here and open for Breaking Pangea, and then they blew up, and we would play with them.
Yeah,
But
Eddie. When we went to, I always remember that when we went to Long Island, like Eddie was like the most like welcoming guy. You know, he was like the I don't know what to call it, like
they used to,
the
yeah,
concierge
like
for the Long Island scene. Like he was like, "Come here, I want to introduce you to all these people and like meet these bands and stay here." And like he had like the whole scoop or whatever. So
yeah, we used to call him the mayor of Warp Tour
yeah,
because he knew everyone. He'd get up, he'd be walking around with like a plate full of donuts. Like, come here, eat a donut. How you doing? Hey, you played good yesterday. Practice harder though, because you could be better. And Chris reminded me it's called a super chat when they get a colored. I'm so bad. I should be pushing this and be like, guys, keep the channel going, donate money. But instead, I'm like, I don't know what this thing's called. I'm sorry. But anyway,
so Eddie was on this thing, right? He wasn't. Didn't I see him on the live stream? Like
yeah, he's been on twice actually. We did an Ask Me Anything, and then the more like the documentary with him and Matt for Louder Now.
yeah.
But yeah, Eddie and I still talk all the time, and he he's trying to play music again, and I know he will. I think he will by the end of the year. He's staying with this guy right now that owns a really nice studio, so he's still in the game, and we still talk all the time. I Chris mentions Canada the Whisper. Oh, coolest album names. So that if it's not obvious, we were really into what we would call dynamics, and a lot of I don't remember, Mike, a lot of I don't know how much you pushed and pulled, but we would actually try to play quieter and then play loud to create the dynamic. I feel like Kind of Into a Whisper is a pretty natural sounding record.
Yeah, if you remember that room, that big live room, right? And I think
Huge.
also at those times I don't even think we were tracking digitally. We tracked the tape, right?
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, and I don't think that studio had a ton of compression, so that would have been one of the reasons that aided in that really dynamic sound, because I didn't have too many compressors to use. So
Wow. Yeah, like it was definitely pre Pro Tools and all that. It was.
yeah.
I remember Brian McTurnan came over with some software for you to use, but it was really just like muting tracks and stuff.
Yeah. I think that was like a Mackie mix program, I think.
Yeah.
It's a long time ago. Wow. Yeah.
I know that was the thing. That's how long ago it was that stuff didn't.
It would like automate mutes, and then it would do like maybe even little fader rides. I kind of don't really remember.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, well, I guess we can listen to the song in a minute. But so you guys did "Don't Give Up on Me." So I hadn't released a new song in over 10 years, and then I did "Don't Give Up on Me" on my own and put that out before I even had a band together, and so that came out, and it was sort of like the first time, my little comeback. And now this year I'm coming out with a song every month, but Clint went back to that one and wanted to do like a synth, they call it remix, but I agree with you, Mike. Like it's more of a reimagine. And Clint, what were or you both of you? I know one of the things was that it's in 3/4, but what were some of the challenges that you hit on this song?
So I like that one. I like when you just told the story just now about like it being like a comeback song, because I forgot that, but it does have like I don't know, it has like a little bit of energy, like a comeback song. You know what I mean? Like something to prove. So that's what I like about that song.
Cool.
And yeah, there's just a lot in there, and
Yeah.
I already knew that there was, but then as I learned the song, I was like, wow, there's even more stuff that I like buried in there that I didn't even, that I didn't even know was there. It's just like a super rich song. Like there's a lot of parts.
Well, and I feel like you guys made it. I mean, your version is really rich. Like you were talking about how Mike knew how to keep something happening every few measures. Something new came into the mix. Like what state did you get it in, Mike? I know you did a ton to it, and I think it sounds incredible. I was blown away.
Well, I think Clint had the idea pretty flushed out. I kind of actually don't remember but I mean, I know that Clint had the idea pretty flushed out as far as arrangement. Clint, I would agree that Clint, like, there's a lot going on in that song, and I think Clint did a really good job of like taking what was strong about the song and holding the strength of what the core of the song is and twisting it, which as we've started working together, I'm learning he's really good at.
Yeah.
So by the time it got to me, it was pretty flushed out. Clint, do you remember any more? Did we do any arrangement shifting? I don't think we did, right?
Yeah,
After you gave it to me.
I mean we're only on like our third remix or whatever, but the
Well, we're both also working on other things too. So.
yeah, the I think the strategy I go in with is I usually know what I want to keep, like in the song,
Yeah.
and from there everything else is just becomes kind of optional, like whether it's a part or like a sound. So for that one, I knew I wanted to keep the bass line, I guess, or the verse part.
Okay.
And let me see.
Well, when
That's where the backups are, when it's like, "Don't give up on me."
yeah.
Yeah. So
That's
I knew I wanted to keep that, and then and the bridge. And so to me, the bridge is like the most fun thing in there.
Yeah.
The I wonder part.
Yeah, so that was something that was new for me. If you guys know this song, if you don't, you can check it out. Don't give up on me. But it's like this whole. It's pretty kind of epic, and then you guys made it epicer by you, because like it's this whole song, and then all of a sudden in the middle there's like a whole bridge, and then that bridge stops, and there's just a guitar, and then these keyboards come in, and I'm singing falsetto, and it's kind of like the new era of what I want to get to playing. So I have it's a lot of like what you've heard me do in the past, and then it sort of becomes more magical and really pretty sounding. Eventually, getting back to the chorus, but like I love what you did with the core with that pretty part, because it just like it crushes my soul. Like I really. And by the way, anyone who's about to hear it, it does in general it doesn't really sound like the same song musically. It's completely original parts, I think, on everything you guys did, other than the singing. And then, but like so it's the same song, but it's completely new. It's real neat. So so actually, you want what were
Well,
you
I
going
was
to
just
say?
gonna say, I don't think we kept anything but your vocals.
That's what
Kept
I
them
mean.
pure.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, even the feel of the drums is like completely changed to where I don't even recognize it being 3/4, but then you count it and it is. And it's cool what you guys did. And so you want to listen to it then?
Yeah, fire it up.
All right, I'm gonna. By the way, Paul, thank you for a little donation there on the YouTube channel, and we Nick, it's a personal favorite for him. Awesome. All right, well, let's go with it. We'll pop off, and this is it. Don't give up on me. These guys, it's Clint Stelfox over here, the bass player of Breaking Pangaea and Shiny Diamonds, and over here, Mike Fanuele, producer extraordinaire of Breaking Pangaea and many other bands. So, all right, here it is. Don't give up on me.
Took a bit of insanity to release what's inside of me. Don't give up on me. Don't give up on me now. Travel to the ends of the earth, find out what your life is worth. Don't give up on me now. Standing right in front of you, never meant to let you down. Though I never thought you'd leave, it's no mystery. We might disagree. Don't do this to me now. I'm still holding on to these things with clenched fists and a heart that won't be easily let
Cool.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Yo, great job, you guys.
Yeah, it's
Thank
nice
you.
to let people hear it.
Yeah.
I've just been playing it in my car. I'm the only one that has it.
I know. Yeah, so starting at midnight tonight, it'll be, and wherever you live at midnight, it will be streaming everywhere that you listen to streaming music, including YouTube, but of course, Apple and Amazon and Spotify, everywhere. So, and you can find it under Fader's Music, which you should go check out their other remixes, or of course at the Color Fred page. And I always have a playlist of all the new songs that have come out this year, and they're piling up. That playlist has 8 or 9 songs in it at this point, so it's pretty cool.
Nice.
I got some more compliments here because they come in a little bit delayed, but sounds like everyone's digging it. And I wasn't sure because it's much different from what I normally put out. So, and I love someone talked about how original it was. And to me, that's you, Clint, because you have an original view of music. Like we're in Breaking Pangaea. Like if I strummed some chords and sung some vocals and brought it in, I knew between you and Willie, it was going to get mangled, and, and B, it was going to come out much different, but better. Like it was really just the creativity is so cool. And you can, as someone asked, you can purchase all the songs. Tomorrow you'll be able to purchase this one. It's on iTunes. Anywhere you want to, anywhere you get music, it gets distributed too.
Yeah, and if anybody's ready, if anybody's band's ready to be remixed, or you want us to mess up your song, hit us up.
That's what we do.
That's another thing. Yeah, you guys, I know you're hungry for more music to do this too, and I hope I was excited about all your prospects. I know all your friends are going to want their songs done because these are coming out so cool. So.
Yeah. Pile them on. We're trying to do one a month also. So
yeah.
Okay.
It's a fun challenge.
Yeah, I'm behind the gun right now. Luckily, you guys did my July work. I knew I was going to be on vacation, so you guys, thanks for coming through. I'm currently singing my August song, fiercely trying to get it done, and because we got to mix it, master it, and get it out by the end of August. So, would you do a film score, guys?
yeah.
I don't know. Look up Viper's Hex. And Adam, what are you saying? We're in Breaking. I know we don't exist, but we did a reunion 2 years ago, and we've been talking a lot, so maybe we will exist again.
We have to get Willie. I think we have to buy him some drums and get him to the east. And then...
Yeah, we literally were talking about this last week. Mike, we're coming to you to record, and and Will's like, I haven't played drums in over a year, if not many years, which is such a shame. Best drummer,
I think he'll
one
be
of the
okay
best drummers
still.
ever. Yeah, guys, got to keep playing. Oh, I don't know. Keep talking to each other. Okay, I didn't know that was like a threat. Like, go ahead, keep talking, bro. See what happens.
Yeah.
And I see Joe, PH Factor. I was never in that band. Fred, Mike, Clint, it's been a pleasure. All right, awesome. Well, I think that's good for today. Thanks so much for coming on, Clint. I'd love to do a specifically Breaking Pangaea episode sometime. We'll have to maybe you, me, and Will, or me and you will get on and tell some stories and maybe break down some songs.
Bring extra bass strings.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, everything on. Go ahead.
Those really were the old days, though, because like when you did a take on the tape, like you had to nail it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't always do that, and they didn't come out perfect.
Yeah, that was some of the magic, though.
Yep.
The way that tape sounds.
Totally. Yeah, I remember we played the song "Part" and like we fucking nailed it. Like because we all played it together. We didn't track separately, and and we came in and we're like, and we listened to it and it was like the end was like damn it, damn it, damn it, and it was like we were all just hitting and Mike goes, well, that wasn't very tight, and you were kidding. But we were like, well, it wasn't, and you're like, no, that was the tightest thing I've ever heard, and we were like, yeah.
I still
So
use that one. I still use that one today when I'm rehearsal with bands, and I know that whatever we're doing is like it's pretty important. They'll get through this killer take, and I'll come onto the talk back, and I'm like, "Hey, so maybe we should lay one of these down." And you just see his face drop.
oh shit,
Did
That's
you guys want me to
awesome.
hit record?
I'm recording everything, but of course, it's just that little moment. It's pretty good.
Oh, it kills you. Well, Tom wants to hear a remix of "Empty House," so we got.
That's another favorite. I could do that one.
I don't have the track, so I'll have to re-sing it probably.
We'll talk after.
All right, all right. Well, hey guys, thanks so much. I'm gonna let you guys go and just give a quick update of some other things going on, and then hop off here. But I really appreciate you guys giving your time. This channel has been all about my past, present, and future, and it's nice to have old friends on it. So it actually makes me feel super good. I've been in a bit of a rut lately, and this has really filled me up with happiness. So thanks for coming on, Mike and Clint.
Cool. Thanks for having us.
All right. Well, please keep in touch with me, and we'll talk to you soon, and hopefully make music together again.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Thank you, bud. See you guys.
All right. See you guys. See you soon. All right, guys. So those are my old buddies from 20 years ago. Thanks for hanging out with us. I wanted to mention that if you are anywhere near New Jersey, I'm playing a show on Friday, August 27th. It's actually an acoustic show. It is in Manchester, New Jersey, which I believe is right near Tom's River. And if you go on my Instagram right now, you can on the stories you can see a link to how to get tickets. But I'll be advertising that this weekend. So August 27th is a Friday night. It's going to be like an outdoor show with me playing acoustic. I'm pretty excited about it. So if you're in the area, we're also trying to set up full band shows right now. And it looks like we're probably going to be playing Ohio. Look out, Joe Anderl. And around my area, around Philly, I believe we're going to be playing Phoenixville out here in the suburbs. So get ready for those. Those would be full band shows there. Also, this Sunday, I'm going to be on the back. It's going to be the return of Morning Coffee with Fred. So make sure you get on and hang out with me. It's been a while since I've done that. It's been a crazy summer, and I'm just happy to be getting back to it finally. And I need you guys in my life. I swear you kept me alive during the quarantine, and I realized I still need you even when I'm going out in the world. But who's kidding who? I don't leave the house. Brian's down for a trip to Ohio and play the church. That's not a bad idea at all. We got to get on that. So, but the Color Fred playing shows again is back. So get ready for it. And I'm just reading some of the Fred in the shed. He never leaves the shed. So I went out to dinner today though for my wife's birthday. Happy birthday, Elena! It's a big year for you. I'm not gonna 30 years old. That's my wife, and that would be too young for me actually. So I just got weird. But happy birthday! And my birthday was 2 days ago, as you probably know, because I tell the whole world. I like birthdays. It's a big deal to me. So anyway, thanks for hanging out. I'm going to hop off here, and I'll see you guys Sunday. Make sure you go listen to Don't Give Up on Me tomorrow on all your streaming services. And I love all you guys. Thanks for being here and being a part of everything I do. I couldn't keep doing it if it wasn't for you. So thank you. All right, guys. I'm going to hop off, and lots more coming in the next few weeks. But I'll see you on Sunday.